Hello, this is the No Face Movements, April the 9th, 2018. Please hit that subscribe button up on top or below and subscribe so you can stay up to date with more information because we're going to bring you the truth with no wax. So we all know that the United States of America is officially in a trade war, I guess, with China, right? Am I right or wrong? That's what's happening since Trump hits China with tariffs. All right. And he's doing this like a businessman. He's not doing this like a leader's supposed to do. There's other motives for Trump and a lot of other motives for the people that support Trump and the organizations that he is a part of. The same with the New World Order. He is a part of that, folks. Same with all these world leaders. They need war to make money. All right. And one world, New World Order's goal is to cause World War III. So each major superpower take each other's out, and we become a one world order, and the economy collapse. That's what's going to happen, and that's what's happening. We've been preaching this for years. So let's start. This is from last week on April the 6th. Now, this ain't got to do nothing with the China trade war, does it? No, wrong. This has to do with everything with the trade war between America and China. China's Navy carries out live fire drill with more than 40 warships in the South China Sea as three U.S. aircraft carrier battle groups prepare for their own exercises. Now, we're on the brinks of World War III, folks. Definitely with China and Russia. This is what's happening. Also with Kim Jong-un, for the first time ever leaving the country, meeting China. Remember, North Korea is a communist country, is a dictator communist country that Russia supported and China supported during the Korean War. All right, that North Korea is the outer gates. All right, just like the South China Sea is the outer gates for China and their missile defense. Also remember last year when North Korea was testing their missiles while China was holding little exercise drill in the South China Sea. All right, what they did was a military strategic on our own U.S. Navy. They made our North Navy, that's by the Korean Peninsula in the north, near North Korea and Japan, move south. They made our Navy that's in the South China Sea move south. So we actually combined, we actually got, what's the right phrase here? We got concentrated in an area, folks. That's what they're doing. They're squeezing us into one area, doing a military maneuver. All right, folks. And remember when that happened, a lot of U.S. Navy boats last summer was colliding with each other. Now we're in the trade war, folks. Our economy, the world economy. It's not just us. It's also affecting China and the European Union, all the countries around the world, since we are the number one economy. And our economy is about to burst by the end of this year. You just look at the stock markets. We've never seen the stock markets go down 1,000, come back up 600. It's just way off in the deep end. This has never happened in U.S. history. All right, so let's get into this. Let's show you that China is about to attack America for real. So China's Navy carries out live fire drill with more than 40 warships in the South China Sea as three U.S. aircraft carriers battle groups prepare for their own exercise. The Chinese Navy has launched a Navy drill in the South China Sea involving 40 ships to put on show of strength as three U.S. carrier battle groups pass by. According to its state media, are centered on the aircraft carrier Lungwing, with warships combining from the North, East, and South Sea fleets. So they're combining all these fleets. The exercise for the first time also involved its only aircraft carrier that's a refurbished Soviet air vessel Lingwen, taking part in a live fire drill. So China also got an aircraft carrier, their only one that they got from Russia, the Soviet Air. All right, you can see the picture right here. China's first aircraft carrier, the Ling picture in Hong Kong Harbor, will be taking part in the exercise. You can see it up there. Now, you can see all these little dots that look like ants in the middle of the water. That is a hand-out satellite picture showing the lane that's in the middle, all right, center right, sailing with the other ships at the sea south of a China southern Henan Island. They're in a straight line, folks. 40 ships. That's like a barrier right there. All right. And then we can look at the top. We can see our own U.S. Theodore Roosevelt at the top with its own little battalion. They take places, back to the article, they take places in the seas that are the sources of dispute between China and several countries. A large part of the South China Sea has been declared sovereignty territory by Beijing under the so-called Nine-Dash Line, which extends some 1,240 miles from its mainland. Now, China's just bullying out people to take up these islands, to put a barrier between a war from home on coast to a war out in the ocean. They're doing what the United States of America do. When we have wars, we make sure it's as far away from our country. Now, China is claiming up all these islands, putting it far away, including putting disruptions with North Korea. That's why they met on top of this trade war. All right. Meanwhile, the United States also sent 3 aircraft carriers, we already know. All right, so you guys can read the rest about the military maneuvers are being held. Both of our countries are doing live drills, all right? Basically, you're just moving pieces upon on a world globe, preparing for war. That's all they're doing. But this is what's really, really disturbing. When China says this, the exercise come as China has vowed to fight the U.S. at any cost. China said and vowed to fight the United States, our country, at any cost. They ain't just say about tariffs. All right. Then the reason for this, at any cost, after President Donald Trump proposed slapping an additional $1 billion in tariff on the Chinese glued, escalating an already bitter trade war. Trump's surprise move on Thursday came a day after Beijing announced a plan to tax $50 billion in American products, including soybeans and small aircrafts. All right. When China has vowed to protect their economy, to protect their own people at any cost, they're preparing for war, folks. That's just saying, well, if you fuck with our economy, excuse my language, well, if you mess with our economy and our way of life, just like if they messed with our way of life or our economy, of course we're going to go to war. A trade war, going to start off. But once you keep on escalating it, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to actually fire bullets, folks. And this is no lie. When we're going to go, all right, in this article, we may take a hit. Trump warns investors to prepare for pain in the market. So Trump already knows our market's going to go up and down. There's already the internet bubble gather up in there with Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Google. All this stuff is going on. All right, hyperinflation is happening because once the trade war starts and we're going to start feeling the pain, inflation, of course, we're going to see minimum wage going high. We're going to see the price of living going high because everything that we get in the United States of America is basically from China. All right, and this is going to get out of control, folks. So we're on the brink of World War III. I'm warning for our economy to collapse, and we've been putting that out by September, October, November 2018. This is all part of this one world order government to cause our economy to collapse. Once our economy collapses, bam, World War III. So China, we're starting with this economy thing. All right. And what's more frightening is how China says this. All right, so let me scroll down to find this once again. Because China's just warning us. All right, it's warning President Trump. All right. They said that they will protect their country at any cost. And now I got to find this on here. The Chinese side will follow suit to the end at any cost and will firmly attacking using new comprehensive countermeasures to firmly defend the interests. Let me zoom in. So this is what China is telling America. It ain't just a trade war now. We're preparing for war with China. China's preparing war with us. All right, 40 warships, boom, on the line. Russia doing this, China doing that, North Korea is doing that. You got National Guards going to the border. And it's not just for immigration. Our country is preparing for war. And what's so crazy and what the news and want to just keep you deranged and all this chaos, right? Remember what Donald Trump said? That he will not tell the United States or the world what we're really doing military. But you could just look and guess, and this is accurate. National Guard to border. Border patrols picking up. All these live drills around the world. A trade war. Russia's training 77,000 troops on the border of Ukraine. We're preparing. And then when China also says China's side will follow suit to the end and at any cost, and will firmly attack using new comprehensive countermeasure to firmly defend the interests of the nation and its people, the Commerce Minister said in a statement on the website on Friday. So that is what China's doing, folks. And here we go. U.S. and China launch War Pacific Games. All right, once again. All right, so we are preparing for war. All right, all this World War III. World War III is officially here, folks. We're just starting. All right, folks. And we're going to get deep into the part 3 of World War III. Look, U.S., why all of a sudden is America, United States, all right, U.S., Taiwan signed missile deal sources. All right, we're signing a missile deal with Taiwan. But China has a one China policy. The one China policy is the principle that insists that both Taiwan area and mainland China are integral parts of a single China. All right, so China thinks Taiwan is a rogue nation, is like the uprise of China. All right, but all of a sudden, we're defending Taiwan by sending them a missile deal, folks. All right, we're preparing for war. China's getting mad. And this happened on March the 31st. All right, and this is Taipei Times. This is official Taiwan news, folks. So the United States signed a deal with missiles to defend ourselves. Of course, we're going to defend ourselves. But of course, China's going to. So we're on the brink of World War III. All right, folks. I want everyone to take this serious. Please be ready. All right, I got so much news to report on tonight. All right, next we're going to talk about Russia, Assad, Turkey, Iran. All right, and then we're going to talk about us and our ally Israel. Please like, subscribe. We're going to give you the best news sources. Starting back on Saturday, I got to get me a new phone. I got work this week, folks. Please just subscribe. If anything's breaking, I am going to report live or anything like that. But we're about to dig deep because we're on the brink of World War III, and this is World War III with China and Asia because we're going to have to fight a two-front war with our allies. This is the No Face Movement. Moving to next time, facing off.